Hello there, YouTube and Wild community. This is gonna be a double contest entry to Josh Keech's, pardon me, contest and the CGC Vinyl Guy Christian his contest. First of all, I wanna congratulate you both on your subscribers' achievements. And so the topic here, I chose to make one video because of the similar topics. So Josh asked about the other hobbies you and interests you have other than music, and Christian asked for six records from when you were six. But I explained to him that I don't have a lot of records from 2003, nor do I listen to a lot of music from back then, nor do I remember listening to other music back in the day. But I suggested that I wanted to make a video about another big passion of mine from when I was six, and he was okay with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I also wanna shout out Garage Geek for encouraging me to make this video. So anyway, other hobbies and interests. I have a lot of other hobbies and interests. I mean, history, um, photography, even I like reading religious books. I find a lot of good. How should I put it in English? Things that I find a lot of answers that influence me throughout life. But my biggest passion, if not as big as a passion as music, is sports. So I am a Partizan Belgrade fan in all sports, football, basketball, whatever, but especially in football. And by football, I mean soccer. So whenever I say football, it's actually soccer for because Josh is English and Christian is American. So just to make that whole point there clear. And I want to share because 2003, when I was six, it was a big year for me because back then I started going to football matches and it was a big season for my club. And I want to show some memorabilia that stuck around me from that time, which means to me a lot. So, anyway, six, I guess, things or football memorabilia stuff from when you were six. I remember my dad took me to my first game day after my sixth birthday, actually. But before that, he got me. I remember he was picking me up from kindergarten and he gave me this cap. And yeah, I was really happy. This is the first ever partisan thing that he got me, that I got, and I still have it to this day. And later on, he of course when he took me to my first game, I was wearing this and the jersey that he bought me, but sadly I do not have it anymore. But I do have the original jersey from that season in my kit collection. And this is, in my opinion, the still probably the most beautiful, the best kit that was made for us in in this century, at least, or since I started attending football matches, which is almost 20 years now, which is incredible if you ask me. For me, and anyway, but that season was big because the club qualified for the Champions League, which is a huge thing for many, Eastern European club practically. And I remember we beat Newcastle in the last qualifying round, who were led by Shea Given and Alan Shearer, and the coach was the late Sir Bobby Robson. So a really quality side, and we caused an upset back then. And I remember when my dad took me the first game after. the Newcastle match, which was decided by a penalty shootout. So it was real drama. And the first game we later went through, this magazine was kind of sorted out. As you can see, there's Ronaldo, there's our team captain back then, Sash Ilic, and these were handed out free at just regular championship game, and it has stuff. Sorry, I don't know if you can see this very well, but yeah, a lot of a lot of stuff about from the qualifying matches and data about every club that actually played in the Champions League that season. Sorry, and this is still and I still have the original poster that came with it. So I'm surprised that this was never on my wall. I remember having posters from this season in my room, but this one never. I don't know why. But yeah, anyway, excited very to still have this. And then later on, also a sticker album came out, which is I do collect still to this day. I collect football stickers. I just actually today I just finished completing the 2002 World Cup album, and this album is sadly incomplete. But I'm working on completing it, missing around I don't know 40 stickers. But yeah, also there's a lot of club history in this album on the first few pages of it. Like some sorry, like some older older photos and stuff like that. And I learned a lot from this back in the day, actually. And yeah, and this is a big passion of mine, collecting stickers or cards, if you will, that stuck to me since childhood. And anyway, the group stage was really tough. And I also do collect tickets. So yeah, I collect tickets from matches that I attended, of course, and from some big historical matches. And this was a big part. This was a huge deal back in 2003. So the group stage was with Porto, as you can see their logo there, who were actually Europe. They won the Champions League that year. Real Madrid with players like David Beckham, Zidane, Ronaldo. I mean, just the strongest team in the world, not just that year, but a few years before and after that. Really, really quality side that never achieved anything big, ironically, which is for me still impossible. I still can't believe that they didn't do anything. And Olympic Marseille, who had Didier Drogba at the time, and they reached actually the UEFA Cup final that year. So a really strong group, and we managed to stay undefeated. Home, we played three draws. We sadly missed an last minute 100% empty goal chance to score against Real Madrid and make a historic win. But oh well, and that's life and football. But it was a pretty good representation of the club that year. And last but not least, another big passion of mine. This is not from 2003, but I collect football lapel pins. Also, something that I started relatively young in childhood, seeing my grandfather's collection, and was just blown away, and I loved that ever since. But this is a project I'm actually working on. So to complete all the pins from the season 2003 2004, in which Partizan played, and I also have the same thing for the 2010 2011 season when we also played in the Champions League. As you can see, I am missing a few, hoping to get them soon enough. I took a frame from those frames that you use to stick your notes or whatever. And since I do graphic design, I made this kind of Champions League sticker. Sticked it, painted the frames to black, and just stuck the pins on it. So yeah, those are like the six things that I have kept from when I was six, or actually the last thing I showed, which are the pins that are kind of like a tribute to that season when I was six. So yeah, so yeah, I showed the cap, the jersey, magazine, the album, tickets, and the pins. Six things. I hope this counts as an entry. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. I had fun shooting these. And yeah, Josh mentioned that if you have a musical album that's related to this, I do, and this is one of my prized possessions on cassette actually. This is a Partizan Belgrade tribute band. They play punk bands tribute. Uh, sorry, they play punk songs as a tribute to the club. And this is their first demo from 2012 on cassette. I got this when it came out, and really is my prized possession when it comes to my cassette tapes. So yeah, also very happy to have this. They usually do covers of some famous punk songs or rock songs in general, and just change up the lyrics about make them about Partizan Belgrade. But they have of course they're also fully original songwriting as well. So it's really cool if you love punk and football. This is definitely for you. So anyway, Josh and Christian, I hope you liked this entry. I was I hope I didn't bore you or something like that. Keep up the good work with your videos. Your channels are great, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.